Try and square it all away. And
What episode is this?
I believe this is episode number 6.
Welcome to the 6th episode of Circle and Square.
That's right. This episode almost didn't happen. I almost decided to just take a rant and make it the episode, but then I realized all my mics were at Blake's place, and so I had to call his ass and be like, hey, I know we had a bunch of shit going on, but we need to do this episode.
And so, now we're here.
And now we're here, late night Sunday. This is an exclusive. I'll probably post it and it'll be out by tonight, and it's a miracle of human ingenuity, honestly. Well, as
Stop messing with that spring because I can hear it in my microphone.
Ding ding. As per our first order of business, what are you drinking tonight, Blake?
Bush Light.
That is the beer.
What are you drinking, Benjamin?
I have about 20 shots of vodka in this big thermos that I brought over here. I just thought it needed to sustain me in case I needed to do any kind of political offshoot rants or anything, which I think I might get into. But yeah, so I'm sorry to our viewers because the first few episodes I realized I was like, when I drink something with ice in it, it's just like jingle, jingle, jingle every time.
Literally every time.
Mm-hmm.
You lift your fucking cup up, it shakes.
Let's see. Stuff to talk about this week. I got a few things in my mind, and
I got a few things too.
I don't know if you want to go in a more political direction first or if you want to go into a more like localized Omaha direction first.
I do not want to talk about anything that is Omaha.
I know. No one wants to get in trouble.
Off air, I'll tell you something that I know about what happened this week, but I'm not saying it on the podcast.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things I don't want to say on this podcast too. What I will say, and here, cue up this rant. It's not a rant. I have to get some things off my chest. I don't want to be like that old cunt who's bitching about the OEAs. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, that's like, it's like so overplayed to be like, oh, fuck, award shows, awards for music, that's like given whatever, just like people get so stupid about, okay, so here in Omaha we have basically the local art award show, right? Which started out, as I understand it, as a theater thing. Like, it used to be a theater thing, and then it kind of grew to encompass like all the arts, like visual arts, musical arts, whatever. And every year they release the nominees list. Everyone complains about it. They release the thing. Everyone complains about it. Everyone just bitches about it every year, no matter what, And I don't want to sound like that old bitch because, I mean, I am her. But
I was gonna say that's
I am her.
But, what you're doing.
But I will say, I have good reason for this as well. But Omaha's a weird place because we're so small to where like there is that need for people to self-congratulate themselves. Like, people want to have an award show and they want to feel like, they have recognition and it makes them feel good or whatever. And that's great. Like, whatever. My problem with it is, and this is also why I texted some friends and I said, I was like, this is why I don't think democracy would work. It's like if enough people, came out to vote for something, it's like maybe people are just stupid, and maybe people shouldn't vote on things. Like, maybe people shouldn't have their opinions heard because maybe. But I digress. But so anyway, what they do for the nomination process, though, this is there's a million things that bug me about this. The first thing, of course, that irks everyone is everyone's like, well, it's just a popularity contest. It's like not just that it's a popularity contest, but the fact is that like they have this website, a simply designed thing that you can vote on where you vote on people, and whoever, like, you can have whoever can vote on it, and whoever gets the most votes, it's like that's who like the nominees are. But it's like, so what happens is every single year there's these bands that no one's ever heard of, or artists that no one's ever heard of that don't maybe don't even release anything. Maybe I don't even know who these people are, but they get nominated because they get their mom, their grandma, and they send out a bunch of emails, text messages, say, vote for me for this thing, whatever. And why am I complaining about this? Well, the reason I'm complaining about this is because Well, A, it's stupid. B, when it was something that was just theater based, theater is something that's like a tangible thing that happens, right? So you put on a play, you get a director, you get the musical director, you get musicians, all this shit happens, it happens, it's a thing that happened. So when you're voting on it, it's like they wouldn't even make nominees that didn't have a fucking show. Do you know what I mean? Because it has to actually exist for that to, but with music is so subjective. Like anyone can fucking, well, not subjective. I mean, of course, if you put out an album in your bedroom, that is an actual album. But at the same time, like it's like anyone can be like, "Oh, I released this thing this year. Oh, I did this." And you know what? Half the fucking nominees didn't release anything this year anyway. It's just a bunch of people that get nominated for the same thing because of whatever, and it's like name recognition, whatever. All that aside, which all that is really stupid too. But that's why I think the theater things are more relevant than the musical ones. Musical is just like out of nowhere. What pisses me off is I know for a fact last year one of my friends, I'm not going to say who it is. We don't have to name any names in this fucking podcast, but everyone knows who we're talking about if they're from Omaha. One of my friends was like, "Hey, it was the day the nominees were supposed to come out for the fucking OEAs last year." One of my friends fucking is like, "Hey, Ben, you won't believe this." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I just got a call today from so-and-so who's the, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what this organization has. I don't know if they have a president, if they have, if they have a board, it's a really weak ass board, let me tell you. But it's like someone called them who's high up in this organization, and it, it sounds like a conspiracy theory now. And they were basically like, they were like, "Hey, this one band," and it was like some butt rock band. They had some name like, you know, like screaming for suicide, or you know,
screaming
like
for silence,
brothers, and like some kind of alliteration like thing like that. And they had spammed every single genre to where it was like folk, you know, like fall from grace or whatever the fuck they're all called that. That band was like, you know, top folk, top songwriter, top pop, top punk, top R&B. Like they just spammed every category. They got all their friends to spam every single category. But what this person who was calling my friend was all in a panic because they were supposed to release the nominees, and they were like, "This band spammed every category. I don't even know what this band is. I don't know what music they play. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do for category?" And it's and you know, of course, you know, me, because these are all you know, people in their 40s and 50s and shit that are on this board or whatever. And it's like, what I want to say to them is, why don't you fucking queued up on Bandcamp, queued up on fucking Spotify if they have that, listen to them and find out what kind of fucking music it is. I mean, that's your fucking job, right? Like that's what you're supposed to do. But no, it's like, no, I have to basically, this dude has to call a bunch of people that are our friends who post nice things about the OEAs congratulatory on Facebook, but at the same time get this fucking phone call that's like, "I don't know who to nominate for this shit." So they had to come up with a whole new nominees list because they were like, "Oh, this whole thing had been, you know, spammed by all these people or whatever." But that's why this is bullshit, because like they say, it's like we're gonna nominate these people, then they don't even know what to do, and it's like they don't even have the time to like listen to anyone. Like why don't you just see what their fucking are? It's like, I know you're probably not making any money from doing this, you know, I know you do it out of the goodness of your own heart because you're such a good person, you really care about the music scene in Omaha. Well, if you really care about the music scene in Omaha, why don't you fucking take like any modicum of effort? Like if you have this position, you know, like put me on your board, because I have the fucking internet and I can get on the internet, look up these people and fucking like listen to their music and tell you if it's good or not, you know. But we don't have to do this like circle jerk congratulatory thing about no one I've ever heard of, because and because you don't even have the you won't even take the effort to listen to the music. That's like what like drives me crazy. It's like people want to act like, well, it's not like we're getting paid, we're all just doing this because, okay, well, if you want to take that position, you want to be in this position to start your own little fucking club, you know, do this own little thing, well then it's on you to make this. And if you don't think you can do it, if your little kids are running around now, you know, your little nephews or whatever, you know, and you're too busy, you know, working, I'm about to just personal shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're too busy, then fucking put it off onto someone else and have that be their responsibility, because it's obvious.
It sounds like you're really mad you did not get an OEA.
So, and I knew that would be the thing too.
Because
hey,
this is fucking ridiculous.
My band got nominated for one last year.
I know. I don't want to talk about this.
I know, it's so stupid. I had to have that rant because it's like,
you're mad because you released an album this year and it wasn't nominated.
That's, oh my god.
I get it.
First of all, it's not within the window anyway. I think I don't know how the Grammys work. Second of all, please don't ever nominate for me for an OEA. I don't want one. Please, I really, really don't. I just want
wants
people.
An OEA.
Blake's joking.
Fucking anything in his life. Apparently,
Blake's like being an antagonist right now because he knows, because we talk.
I just sat here quiet for fucking 10 minutes and listened to you cry about everybody else. Can we get into?
Well, Blake was bitching
something else.
Blake was bitching to me about this all last week, but he
about what?
And you don't have to.
About the OEAs?
No, about people posting on Facebook about a bunch of shit. And yeah, it's
I'm into that.
It's annoying.
Fuck people posting on Facebook.
Well, and to think that like you know, it's like I don't normally post things that are. I would normally post this, but I'm really happy that I got nominated for an award.
Stop.
You know, and honestly, if a city, I'm saying like Omaha is a small enough city where it's like, if we continue down this route of like just congratulating everyone for like existing, but like not doing anything good, it's just not. I don't think it's a route. Because then you're going to be known for nothing, you know, because nothing good's ever going to happen, right? Anyway, I will get off this topic. I didn't expect Blake to be so mean because, you know,
I'm just over it.
I know. Well, I'm over
care.
it too.
Why would we give a shit about a local?
I don't care.
Award?
I'm just saying.
You obviously do.
I don't know why you have to. Anyway.
Well, let's just drop.
Sure.
We went 15 minutes on.
Yeah. Well, that was supposed to be
OEAs.
That was supposed to be a fucking thing about a podcast. I wanted to have a fucking rant. This is annoying. It's like I want to do a thing. It's like don't fucking like make me look like an asshole. Jesus fucking Christ. I know. Sorry. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Where's my stimulus check?
Yeah. I'll tell you where it is. I mean, like. It's like it's like jokes I want to make, but you know, it's up someone's pussy, it's up someone's ass, but it really is up someone's pussy.
It's not a joke.
The Democrats will fight so hard for stupid shit that doesn't make any sense, that doesn't even matter. I know this is something we covered in like the first or second episode. It was like this chick who's like a fucking Twitter troll who they nominated for OMB. She withdrew her nomination on Monday.
Wait, did they nominate her for an OEA?
On Monday, they withdrew her nomination, or she withdrew her nomination because they decided that they probably wouldn't have the route to nominate her because no one wanted to nominate her because she's like a fucking
it's the girl
person.
that I called a cunt.
Yeah. Well, I mean that could have been anyone.
I don't use the cunt word very often.
But basically, yeah, they withdrew her nomination. But Biden's chief of staff was talking about how we're gonna fight like hell to get her nominated. And then like even when she withdrew her nomination, Biden issued a statement saying like it sucks, you know, she has all these great like accolades and I really want to find a place for her on my cabinet that doesn't have to go through Senate approval. And so it's like, oh, okay. So it's basically like this motherfucker owes, you know, it's like the Democrats owe favors to the Clinton administration.
The chief of cunts.
Yeah, she could be. She'd be a really good one too. It's like they owe favors to this like old like Clinton dynasty, in politics. So they have to exercise their favors, and like when no one wants her to be part of the administration, they'll find a place for her anyway. You know what they're not gonna fight like hell for? Stimulus checks for people. You know what they're not gonna fight like hell for? The minimum wage to be increased to $15 an hour. Do you remember? There was when Bernie dropped out of the race, him and Joe Biden did like a video because this is COVID times. They did like a video teleconference thing that was like it was like a video town hall, and it was really bad. Like Joe Biden hadn't found the right like drug cocktail or whatever to be on.
He still hasn't.
I know. Well, I think they've given up at this point because there's no debates anymore. But it was like Bernie and Biden, there was like a huge delay on the video, and Bernie was just like, Joe, I just want to hear you say, are you in support of the $15 minimum wage? There's like a huge delay. He's like, yes, I am. It's like Biden's just like comes out. But anyway, so it's like, yes, I'm in support of minimum wage. So he's supposed to be in support of like $15 minimum wage. But they're not going to fight like hell for that, obviously, because lo and behold, it passes the House. Then it starts to go to the Senate, and what's really interesting is Joe Biden's office. I mean, it's not when Joe Biden releases a statement. This is not Joe Biden talking, by the way. I mean, I just want everyone to know that. But I mean, if you don't, you have a lot to learn, I guess. It's not like I'm smart. Jesus Christ.
God, you're talking down to our...
I know. It's like, yeah, it's like I sound so condescending. It's like why when I make jokes, people think I'm like such an asshole. So Joe Biden had already sort of like issued a statement that said like, it was already talking about the Senate parliamentarian, like before any of that shit even happened. They like had this statement that was like, well, we don't know if the Senate parliamentarians gonna be so it's like they were already thinking of excuses for not doing it. Do you know what I mean? Because the parliamentarians like something that they don't even need to. It's like a suggestion. It's like you don't need to listen to it. You could fire them. You can override. Kamala Harris can override this decision. There's nothing that's keeping the Democrats from issuing a $15 minimum wage increase like over 4 years. So by the time it comes, into it's like it's going to be way too low. It's already too low, right? $15 is already too low of a minimum wage. But like they talk about how they want it. They want it. They're going to fight like hell for Neera Tanden to be like the OMB director. Who gives a shit? But when it comes to something that they promise, like the $15 minimum wage, all of a sudden it's like, well, the parliamentarian said we can't do it because of them. And it's like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Like, this is like not even an excuse. It's like so transparent now, like how they just they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. I don't know, who needs to hear that too. They don't want to do it. But I know that Joe Biden's our president now and Trump's not our president, so everything's fine and,
Yeah, all's good in the hood.
Yeah, and people just act like that. It's like so crazy to me.
Poor kids have just as good of a chance to succeed as
black kids?
No, as white kids.
Or as white kids. That's it. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. You people all fucking did this to yourselves. Everyone who like...
Why are you talking to the people, like the 12 people that are watching us? You're like, you did this.
If you wanted Elizabeth Warren to be president, you did this to yourself. If you wanted fucking Beto or whoever, if you voted for Michael Bloomberg, Kamala, you did this to yourself. All of you. If you didn't hop on the train, choo choo, it was taking off. We had a lot of momentum behind us, and you fucking, we had to split the vote. I mean, that was the whole strategy in the first place. It was like split the vote, so they can say like, well, Bernie Sanders isn't doing as well as he was. There was like a thing on MSNBC when they did that. There was like he wasn't doing as well as he did last year. Last year he had 44% of the vote.
4 years ago.
Or 4 years. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. He had 44% of the vote. Now this year he only has 26, and it's like because there's fucking 8 candidates. Do you know how fractions work? Like what the fuck? There was only 2 last year. Shit is insane. But I digress. Apparently I'm on one tonight. Sorry, I was drinking at my fucking family's house before this, making me look like an idiot, thinking I do not want an OEA, okay?
What do you know about Britney Spears? Free Britney? What do you know about that?
I mean, what do I know about Britney Spears? Anything I know about her, like, stems from the 90s. You're too young to know about Britney Spears. She's hot. She.
You don't know about the Free Britney thing?
Well, oh, because, like, her father has, like, control of, like,
Yeah.
her assets or something.
Yeah, apparently she got
I mean, that's always been a thing. I mean, that's what happens when you're a child star. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, she should probably be entitled to some of her own, like, money. I'm sure she'll be fine, Blake. You know what I mean?
She got her.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She's not going to be living in a trailer. Let's put it that way. You know, even if someone has to, like, give her. I mean, people are just doing shit for her anyway. It's not like she buys groceries.
You are so rude, Ben.
It's not like she buys groceries. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, it's like. You wouldn't be in that position if your parents hadn't made, you know, push you to be a fucking child star anyway. What? Fuck off. Got enough money. Free Britney. Why don't you free these? But what about Free Britney?
Anyway, God, what can we go to next? I thought the Free Britney thing was gonna last a little bit longer.
No, I'm not. It's not like I'm trying to shoot anything down. Tell me what.
Nothing. I she was my biggest crush growing up, and I love her forever.
Yeah, she was kind of like my crush too. Like before you know things happened in my life. But it's like her videos always played. It was always like, oh my god, it was so.
I'm a slave for you.
Yeah, I was before that time. This was like "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" or like the fucking like "Oops, I did it again." And is that the one she had the red jumpsuit on, and like the fire and everything? And it was so funny because that's when Titanic came out. And there's like that scene, that thing that's in the middle of the song where it's almost reminiscent of Titanic slash. That was kind of the era that the Barbie girl song came out. Like, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, and and it was like, oh, Barbie, are you ready to go for a ride? Oh, I love you, kid. I love you, dear. Like some shit, like conversation thing. And there's like that. There's a thing in the middle of the song in the video. You know what I'm talking about? Where she's like, what is this? And he's like, I swam all the way down. But wait, but isn't this? And it's like the necklace from Titanic. Wait, but isn't this? And he's like, and he's like, I swam all the way down to the ocean to get it for you. Oh, you shouldn't have. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's in the middle of that video. It's like an homage to the Titanic movie that came out.
I haven't masturbated to that video in fucking a long time.
It's how fucking old I am. I could bring it up. She's like, it's the dialogue in the middle of the music video. You know,
dude, she has no ass now.
I mean. I never noticed or would have noticed that, I guess, but that's funny. Did she used to have a booty?
I don't know. I
don't think so. I think she was just like tiny.
I didn't become obsessed with asses until like 2010.
You and my ex-boyfriend both.
I'm obsessed with butts.
Yeah, he is too, and that's so drew him away from me. It was these girls, their fucking big hips, their baby birthing hips,
baby bearing hips.
Yeah, I guess they have to rear baby.
God, stop talking about it.
Can you tell we're recording this episode at night? I'm still sour at this fucking OEAAs like snub that you just did to me. I think I want this fucking award. I swear to God. You people, fuck this city. I'm out of here. I'm gonna move to Austin as fucking fast as I can. Get me the fuck out of here. I'm gonna be there with all the California, all the fucking homeless people in the tents.
Dude, guess what? You'll have the same amount of OEAs as them.
Yeah. Hey, but one more nomination.
Let's get back to baby bearing hips.
Yeah, those are pretty good. No, I mean I'm into like the skinny, like emaciated ass bodies. You know, as long as you have a fucking BMI that's below like 24 or 23 or whatever the fuck, you know, it's like what's the normal one, 25? Below that. Then I'm into you. I'm sorry, that's fat shaming. Isn't that ableist, or is that what ableism is? Or ableism is like I can do this, blah, you can't.
Or if you have an OEA, he'll make an exception because he's gonna fucking steal it while you're passed out.
Do you know?
Because this is what he wants.
All I want is to be recognized by my peers. It's so funny. Like,
Why is your foot up on the table?
because I'm fucking lazy right now. But I love how we should do like a Facebook post read. You know what I mean? Of
Today's episode sponsored by the OEAAs. Ben can't get one, but you could.
No, I don't deserve one. I'm like too much of a piece of shit anyway. I'm not good enough for this like inclusive like scene of people that we have, where you have to like say nice shit about people.
We're not going.
Do you know like
stop? We're not getting back into that.
Do you know what Omaha doesn't need is another emo record? Okay, we don't need another band of people that are nearing 30 or in their 30s that are making a fucking emo record. Like it's like when you're wearing like the skinny jeans when you're that age, and your fucking your ass is like really like flat, and then your gut is like hanging out, and then you have the skinny jeans, and everyone's like, wow, that guy is like, that guy looks like me? That guy looks like he's trying to harken back to an era where this actually worked. And so that's like, I feel like that's like the you gotta cut me off. I've been
trying.
Do you want to take a break? Let's smoke a cigarette and come back in here, and then I'll be more tame.
This has been ridiculous.
All right.
We're back.
That we are, you know.
Do you have anything else that you need
to get off my chest?
I'm about fucking done with it.
Well, I don't know. Was there anything else that pissed me off this week? I don't know. I guess I don't need to talk too much about things that piss me off, because then I'll just go on a rant and it'll just be.
So we know what. All right, so we're how many minutes in? We're 30 minutes in, and how?
No, we're like 25 minutes in.
All right, how many of these minutes have been?
I'm probably gonna cut.
No,
some
you're
of
not
it
cutting
out.
anything, and you have something hanging off your facial hair, and it's not an OEA.
Blake and I tried to start our we were gonna try and start a weekly clubhouse room, but I guess no one's on it or something.
We did it last week, and there was people on it.
Yeah,
one person.
and then he sent me videos of him jacking off afterward.
Oh my god! Stop! Stop!
Oh, that's my life. I mean, that is. It's my life. God. Oh, God. Guess what happened to me this week? I had to get.
You didn't win an OE.
I had to. I had to get the. I had to get the.
This is gonna be the best one yet.
I had to get the. I had to get the antibiotic cocktail.
For what?
Well, when a man
when a man loves a woman, man loves a man.
when a man loves
another man,
transition to a man. Sometimes they say, "Hey, I tested positive for chlamydia," and then you have to go. When a man gets a cocktail of antibiotics. That's what happened to me.
This is what I want this podcast to be. I don't want it to be like all politics. I want it to be fun. Well, and this is fun now.
Yeah, well, I had a fun little week. Yeah, I didn't notice it was really funny because so I used a condom, but
stop. We're not getting into.
Oh, okay. Then you don't want to do that.
No,
Then
I
was
don't
like,
want
I
to talk
got-
about your sex life.
I was like, I got like a sore throat though. And now it's gone.
Right. I want this podcast to be more about politics.
Oh God. Oh, it's there. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, I can't hear myself.
Wait, you want it to be more about politics?
Well, after that, I do. I
Now
can't
think
hear
want it to-
myself.
now
Adjust.
Now I think I want it to be a political podcast again.
Adjust it like you're trying to win an award. I can hear myself now.
Okay, good. Jesus Christ.
Um,
Now I'm gonna look pathetic, like I care. It was
dude,
like
you looked pathetic
it was like-
first 15 minutes of the podcast. And
was-
if you delete those,
it was a thing I want to rant about.
Hey.
It's a thing I want to rant about because I feel like it matters.
Wakey
but I'm
Blakey
not one.
on Wakey Blake on Twitter, and if he deletes what he said,
No,
I'm going to post about it.
Yeah, well, you'll post about it because you won't have the footage because it's on my computer, baby.
Don't delete it.
You know, hey, sometimes an episode's got to get sloppy, baby, and that's what's happening right now. And I'm very sorry to all of our.
I don't think it's
all of our
sloppy. I
fans.
think it's funny. We're talking about things that actually matter, like the OEAAs.
God, I really would love to go down a certain person's Facebook feed and read. all
Oh,
of
I already know who you're talking.
Oh
DH.
my God.
DH. I know who you're talking about. DH.
And I have. Don't get me wrong. I have the utmost respect for people.
Well, not DH.
I do. No, I really do.
Why?
I
For
really do.
what?
I have a lot of respect for people who have good music taste. But I will say, severe narcissism is a mental illness.
No shit.
Yeah, and
It's almost like people crying about not getting an OEA.
it's almost like we live in a culture that enables that a little bit. You know, it's kind of being enabled, which is I'll leave it at that. Wow, it's nice out. People are out there with their motorcycles revving.
No, that's called a
revving it
car.
up.
That's called a car, Ben. I live right by the street. That's a fucking car.
Well, they're out revving their cars because it's nice out too. They wouldn't
Christ. Our mayor's husband killed himself.
be. Oh my God! Forgot about that.
I
my
have
God.
juicy information about that
You do?
that I don't think I can say on the podcast.
Oh, tell me.
I don't think I can say it on the
Oh.
podcast, dude.
Oh my God. No, okay, first of all, no one listens to this. Second of all, tell me. Third of all, okay. If you're 72 years old, I'm going to ask you.
He was 74.
I'm going to ask you, if you're
You don't kill yourself.
if you're 74 years old, do you shoot yourself with a gun in the head?
Hey,
Is that what you do?
you know it was outside of his house, too.
No, it said it was on. Oh,
No.
it was just on the property.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had some juicy info on
Our mayor's husband killed himself. He shot himself in the head, I guess. I mean, like,
I have the juiciest info on this, man. The juiciest, but I don't
tell
think
me. Just tell me. We'll cut it out later if you don't. want to do that.
people that I know. This is the same person that told me Jake Gardner killed himself about 2 hours before it was.
That it happened, or that it was public knowledge.
Yeah. All right. I found out yesterday that I don't know if it's true, but
I'll sit here and spitball with you. I'm drunk.
Todd Schmeider and Gene Stothert were having an affair, and that's why.
Whoa. Wait.
The chief of
Shouldn't
police.
use their names. Well,
I did. That's why I said I didn't want to say it on the podcast.
No, I mean, well, it doesn't matter. It's the chief of police, and and his son actually worked with me at a restaurant before. I know him. That's how small OMAHA.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, Ben. And if that's true, it is. If that's true, I broke it here today.
Jesus Christ!
And this
breaking
is going to give
news.
us so much clout on this.
Wait. Well, and it's not like, okay, yeah, people kill themselves because they're sad, whatever.
Not when you're 74
What, I mean,
and you are like one of the most prestigious surgeons. And
yeah, if you're in the medical field, go get some opioids, go get some heroin, like a real man. You know,
unless
like
your wife's cheating on you with the chief of police,
it's like,
and
go get
that's
some
why
nice
he
drugs.
shot himself in his front yard.
Yeah, go. Why don't you go get some drugs and overdose peacefully, like
Maybe
a
he
human
was trying
being.
to fucking prove a point. I think that's what happened, Ben. He was trying to prove a point.
Like Black Lives Matter, or what he's trying to say?
That big of a suicide, like the chief of police would have to show up
Yeah.
on site.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know. I mean,
you know, I feel like for older people, both of them are kind of sexy.
Schmeider, or
Yeah, Schmatter is.
he's way younger than Stothard. Stothard's 67.
He's kind of. I mean, for an older dude, he's kind of hot. You know.
Well,
Wow. There. Oh God.
if that is wrong,
I mean, yeah,
Then-
we could be wrong or whatever. We're just spitballing here. This is
but
all off the
it
cuff.
could also be fucking right.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's not like it'll ever be proved as right or anything.
Well, yeah, I'm sure if that is the case, it will
Yeah.
never come to light
No. Oh,
unless
man.
people leak it from.
Like inside the organization or whatever, the police or whatever.
And that's what I heard, that all through the fucking
The summer of trials and tribulations that we had, and all this stuff that was happening, and they were probably having to be in close communication because there was a bunch of
dude, more
shit
than
going
close
down, and
communication. Close communication.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Dude, I think he was patrolling her pussy.
Honestly, okay. Got a fucking code 20 or whatever the fuck. 420. I know, I'm so funny.
You haven't said anything funny.
I know. I've just said like a bunch of. I just sound like I'm
I've
just
been
like complaining.
I've been trying to set you up for jokes and you miss them every
Well,
time.
it's like I'm not like a joke person. I'm just more. I'm like off the cuff ranting. You know, this is supposed to be like at a bar. You know, it's supposed to be me at a bar. I'm not supposed to be
That is not what this
on a
podcast is at all.
podcast. You know, we're supposed to be like hanging out. I'm supposed to be talking about how, you know, like the Franklin cover up and the
Dude, we have now, if Tim Dillon comes here, we have juicier shit than the Franklin cover up now.
no.
We have a fucking mayor whose husband whacked himself.
But that's still not as juicy as Franklin cover up, dude. That shit was crazy. I mean, no matter how you spin it, no matter if any of like the extraneous like presidents or like important people that were involved in whatever thing, like that's a thing that happened, you know.
Dude,
that's like a real
we should
thing.
start doing episodes on specific topics. We should do an episode on the Franklin cover up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about it to like
I know,
maybe go into an hour rant, but I do know enough about it to where I could sustain an hour rant.
The guy that wrote a book about it fucking died in a one-car fucking accident.
And the guy that had a bunch of there was people. This dude who had like photo evidence, and he was like transporting it back from Chicago with his son in an airplane. It got like shot down, and oh my god, there's a bunch of like really nefarious shit about that. And you know that's before there was all this widespread information.
That's before the mayor fucking got her husband whacked. You shouldn't fucking laugh about that. It's not funny, Ben.
I don't know. I doubt that she had him whacked.
No, she didn't have him whacked.
Yeah, that's speculatory.
But she was whacking off the chief of police, and that's probably why he whacked us. This is gonna be the one that cancels us.
Like, yeah. And of course, you know, it's like if someone dies, like people are all getting all they're like, oh, I'd kill myself too if I was married to her.
Yeah,
like
that's
people are like
stupid.
saying like that kind of shit is like so mean and so terrible. Like why would you say shit like that?
But I would say I would kill myself too if my wife was fucking the chief of police. But I don't know if any of that is true. So
We're just spitballing. We're just spitballing. It may or may not be true. You never know.
and if it is true, Daddy right here, this boy, Daddy Yankee, you can call me now.
Oh.
He was first. Daddy Yankee was first. And he's horny.
Wait.
And he's looking for a girlfriend.
Yeah. Hey, no, Blake is looking for a girlfriend, and any interested parties,
Circle Square Instagram.
yeah, at Circle Square Pod on Instagram and Twitter at Circle Square Pod. And if you want to email us, like, you know, pictures of
Email? Do we have an email address?
we do. It's circle and square
Only
podcast at gmail.com.
13 people listen to this podcast.
I've been using it as like a work email to like test apps
Stop
and
doing that.
stuff. So I get all these invites set to it, like, oh yes, and I am the manager.
I am. You are.
Who do you think you are?
I am.
So they, so I've been using that email. But if you would like to send, you know, maybe like your stats and
Or like a picture of your butt.
Circle Square Podcast at gmail.com. We would love to talk about your butt or anything else you send to us on the episode. But if anyone else wants to send us anything that is like relevant, so we can like talk
We won't
about
read
something.
it. We're only looking for
So I can talk about something
girlfriends.
besides like how much I want an OEA for Best Folk. I really do.
I'm looking for a girlfriend. And Ben's looking for an OEA.
I was kind of looking for a boyfriend too. Now I like don't even know what I want. You
Really?
know? Yeah, like I don't know if I want to have children. I mean, like my children will be passed on chlamydia apparently from their
stop.
fucking mom.
I don't have any sexual transmitted diseases. I'm clean. They call me Mr. Clean. They call me Mr. Clean with the big ween.
It's very easily curable. Unfortunately, the gay community in Omaha, you guys are a bunch of fucking dirty whores.
Stop. You're not gonna bash all the gay folks around here.
I mean, I mean, there's not that many. I'm gonna call all the gay people in Omaha out right now. It's for all of you. You're all a bunch of dirty whores, and all of you bottoms are disgusting slut trash, and none of you know that you. None of you know that you have diseases, and you pass them on to
None of you know that you have diseases because Ben gave it to
yeah,
all you
and
guys.
none of you know that you have anything, and you're passing it on to unsuspecting, nice, innocent, like pure tops like me.
You are not pure.
We have to sit here and deal with your shit, and then I have to go and I have to let everyone know about it, and it's really embarrassing. And it just gets embarrassing sometimes when you have to tell everyone about it. And so
I'm looking for a girlfriend.
So I'd like to say to all the bottoms in Omaha, you're disgusting trash.
Stop.
You're
literally ruining half our podcast.
Have our podcast as bottoms.
What is wrong with you?
I'm an evil person, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that back that up. But I'm kind of evil. I've been evil since the day I stepped out of.
Dude, you've been evil since the day you didn't want an OEA. You changed. You changed the day you didn't win an OEA. Now you're calling out our fucking constituents.
I just like, it's like I love trophies. I love adoration. I love people to tell me that I did a good job. And like
Ben, you did a good job.
Well, I mean, but it's not a trophy. If you can get that, have you heard about have you heard about their fucking people are like selling the rights to like their tweets and the rights to photos?
Oh yeah,
and
it's
shit?
called the what the fuck is
Like non-monetary
TGFs
something.
TGFs or
it's like an
something.
acronym. So basically, so if someone could sell the right to me being a piece of shit, like I would love to sell that to you for like maybe What I could probably retire. I could probably retire off $100,000. I think I could invest it enough to where I maybe if I will sell the right of me being an elitist piece of shit asshole that I sound like for $100,000. If you have interest in this, please email at circle square podcast
Dude,
at gmail.com.
The amount of emails that we're gonna get a bunch of hot babes that want to date me and a bunch of people that want you to retire.
Yeah.
You really fucked up.
I don't know if yeah, I know. They're gonna be like, Jesus, get him off of there.
They just want the square.
Yeah, and I.
You've been slouched over on your chair this whole podcast.
I do love awards. That's what I'm saying. I love adoration.
You also love
to be told that I did a good job.
You love warts too. Awards.
No, I love a wart.
Dude, you didn't get an OEA. Can we just...
God, I was trying to expose the community as a fraud, and then it looks like I want this. I do not want anything to do with this.
I think you expose yourself as a fraud.
I don't want anything to do with this. I am a fraud, but I'm forthright about it. And hey, I have the money to press my record on vinyl. Buy it. At Ben Eisberger.
Ben made me buy 2 of them.
No, Blake goes. Should I buy? He was really drunk. He goes, should I buy 1 or should I buy 2?
I don't drink. I'm fucking sober.
Yeah, for like 7 seconds. Last Blake's like, should I buy 1 or 2 of them? I said, buy 2, and I said, hey, log into your Bandcamp profile so your little picture can show up next to my thing.
There's no way that happens.
I do love adoration as it seems. You know, I just try to make it seem like I didn't want awards and recognition, and then I try to make you know. I got our logo all fucked up.
It's not a logo.
Our logo.
It's called a fucking trophy, and you'll never fucking see one in your life. That's what an OEA looks like, Ben, and you'll never fucking see one.
God, I always wanted to see him. I think a musical that I give a shit. I was like, I think a musical I play guitar for won best bit orchestra one time.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get the award.
No, not me. Not me, because I didn't do shit. Well, actually, I think not doing shit is actually what qualifies you to. Yeah, I think.
Are you calling out DH again?
No, actually, well, no. That dude actually did a lot this year, so I shouldn't like say things like that. I'm just. It's the tone of like talking about something. It's what is funny, but no. Well, I can acknowledge when people do cool shit.
Next week, I'm going to give Ben an OEA.
Gonna go to the trophy place on Center and try to make
I'll make you one.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
So
I wonder what their cheapest. I bet it's like $40.
Dude, I bet you I could get an OEA for a blowjob. I could suck somebody off for an OEA.
Well, who do we know that has one? Mike and Sean. Does Sean have one for Digital Leather?
I'm sure. He's more talented than you, so yeah, probably.
Dude, I was just listening to Sean's newest record because you put it in my car. I was listening to it over here. I like it.
It's been exactly a year since I played my last show.
Was that the Digital Leather show?
Yeah. Digital Leather.
Dude, I was at that
contest.
I was at that
Sydney.
show. Yeah, I was at that show. No, I remember thinking like, wow, this coronavirus thing really blows out of proportion, blah, blah, blah.
It was the same day that Austin City Limits, or not Austin City Limits, but
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest canceled.
God, yeah, that was like the first big thing to cancel. Do you remember when they canceled the
OEAs?
No, they wouldn't cancel that fucking shit fast. There's enough adoration to give people like didn't do anything during a pandemic.
Apparently not enough for you.
Yeah, not enough for me. When they canceled the cultural series.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, oh my god, did it go out again? I'm sorry, honey.
No,
I'm sorry, honey.
Were you gonna play baseball that year?
No, I was about to make the fucking team, and they fucking shut it all down. I said, well, okay, I guess I won't play this year. I had chlamydia anyways. I was about to. Do you think
Ben was like, God, I didn't fucking win an OEA. I might as well try out for baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I can't win anything. I mean, let's be real. And especially with this attitude. I don't have a very, like, go-getter attitude. No, seriously, this attitude, it's not conducive to me winning a damn thing. I have to play the cards. You know what? I love this city. The city's not beautiful. The city's nice. It's a nice place to live. It's a nice place. There's no one's coming in here from California. No one's doing any shit. No one wants to come here.
Why would anybody come here from California?
No, yeah, no one would want to come here. You have to deal with all 4 seasons. I mean, that's a fucking hassle. God. Driving in the snow. It's just so funny to think about, like, me, like someone wanted to hook up, and it was like that day it snowed like a shitload. I like looked out my window. There's all the snow. And they're like, well, we'll just have to do another day. I said, no, it'll be fine. I was like, I'll come pick you up. They're like, you'll come pick me up. They're like, you'll come pick me up. I said, yeah, I'll do it. I got in my car, and I was just like, and I wish I still drove a stick because it would have been way easier, but I drive an automatic now. I was just like, back forward, get out of the thing, go, just fucking show up, like, right into a spot. Like, it's just so funny to think about, like, me doing that versus, like, people in Texas, But, like, and God bless them, they don't treat their roads, like, I get it. It's way worse because there's no treatment on the roads. It's all ice. But just, like, people there just, like, freaking out about, like, this, like, little bit of snow. Me, I was like, yeah, I'll pick you up. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Just, like, rocking my car to the snowbank. It's just, like, it's kind of funny. By the way, I'm a piece of shit. It's what's called rock and roll. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's when people used to have, like, a bite to them, and they used to have, like, personality. It's like when music used to have, like, personality. No, I'm just kidding. My music has no fucking personality. I fucking sound like a ripoff.
That's why you didn't get an OEA.
I know. If I would have been more original, maybe I would have.
Dude, I'm telling you, next week I'm gonna give you an OEA.
That would be so nice.
I'll do it.
No, that is like all I want.
I'll do it.
And as long as I get what I want,
dude, then, I'm gonna give you what you need.
I'll stop complaining about it on the podcast.
Yeah, please. That's why I'm gonna go.
Do you think if enough people get mad about that rant though, that they'll listen to our podcast? Because that's really all I want.
Nobody listens.
That's really all I want is people to listen to this so I can make some motherfucking money. God, I'm like short of starting a fucking OnlyFans over here. You people, take your time. Like let us sell your data for ad revenue. God damn it. Speaking of which, this episode is brought to you by Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Is your penis small? Take a Blue Chew.
I know.
It'll get hard and long.
Has your penis been retreating into your body as you got fatter and fatter as you aged? Well, Blue Chew's got the solution for you. It's like, are you?
God, you fucking suck at reads. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. This podcast is brought to you by fucking What's our other one?
Oh, our other sponsor?
Yeah. We got 2.
The OEAs.
No, they won't. They heard Ben was on the podcast and they won't sponsor us.
BetterHelp, the counseling service.
Oh no! What's the one that?
We're trying not to rip off of Tim Dillon.
What? The one that hydrates you.
Oh, like after you're drinking? God, that would be a really good sponsor for this podcast. It'd be a really good sponsor for my life. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, that product could fucking...
It's called fucking...
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm going to suck this microphone.
Dude.
If it's the last thing I did.
I love it. I'm just like, all I want is a fucking... COVID, and...
COVID's over, dude.
When do you think shows are going to come back again?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude, they're in.
It's like I feel like people have to do like someone has to be at the brunt of it to be like, I'm doing a Shogun. Everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck you! You're so irresponsible." But then, like, once like 3 people do that, then it's gonna be fine. Everyone's gonna have them again, and then they're gonna act like it's like a secret thing that only so many people. We're gonna have a 20-person capacity at the bar, and like everyone's. It's coming back. I think the summer. I think by the summer there's gonna be shows again. Easy, couple months.
This episode sponsored by Shroom Tech.
Dude, what was so funny? I have a bunch of Facebook.
Shroom Tech is a.
I have a bunch of
thing.
I have a bunch of friends. Shroom Tech. Fuck, that sounds like it's like I took some shrooms one time. It was fucking crazy, dude. I had there were some. So I have a lot of friends who are like music educators, like music teachers, and just like teachers in general. And so yesterday they had the big like OPS like vaccinate everybody. They gave everyone like the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So it's like the one-shot one where it's like.
That's what I call my penis.
And I wonder how they make that too. It's like, oh, we'll give you this one that doesn't make you sick, and then we'll give you the other one that makes you sick. And then Johnson & Johnson's like, we'll give you the one that makes you sick, baby.
The Johnson & Johnson's the single one.
It's a single one. So all the OPS teachers and shit got the one yesterday. It was so fucking funny because I'm watching my. It's not funny, but I'm just kidding. It is funny. I was watching my Facebook feed. It was just like everyone everyone's like posting the selfies with their cards, and they have their mask on. They're like, vaccine, get vaccinated. Once it's your turn, get vaccinated. It was fine. It didn't hurt at all. It was so great. You should do it when it's your turn. Everyone, it's just like you're supposed to. It's like they go out of their way to be like, oh, you should do it. It doesn't hurt at all. Which is like, okay, we're all gonna get the vaccine anyway. Like no one gives a shit if it didn't hurt. No one gives a shit if you got it. No one cares. It's like they go out of their way to be all this, and then literally the day. Today, when my Facebook feed was full of all the same people being like,
I'm super sore.
God, they were like, I had the worst hangover of my life. I had 102
Is anybody else suffering from fucking?
Yes, they're all like talking about how they had a fever and a headache, and they were suffering from the vaccine. It was just so funny. It's like okay, you did this virtue signal thing yesterday about how you're going to tell everyone to get the vaccine. It's not that bad, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, it's so terrible. I got this thing. It's like, why are you documenting your symptoms? No one cares. Yes, we all know you're going to get sick. Like it's just so fucking annoying. These people.
These hoes be hoes.
These hoes are the same ones that are like, this is why we can't have anything nice. Because you guys post too much. God damn it.
Anyway, this has been an episode.
This has been an episode. I'm fucking on a mental decline. This is a fucking episode.
Ben has been a little fucking too off the edge.
I'm probably gonna give up fucking, to be honest. I'm like,
and you're not going to censor anything off of this because you're not fucking.
I know, but I just do not like the way that you made me. It's like, I know it's not like I want everything to be agreeable.
You cried the whole time about not getting an OEA.
I'm trying to shit on a local organization. For laughs. Okay?
Yeah, but the way that you shat on it was a little like sad.
Oh my god. The last thing I want, I'm like, please never.
The last thing he wants is that, but you know what the first thing he wants is an OEA.
God.
This has been an episode of Circle and Square, and if next year, please just vote for Ben, because I do not want to have to do this again.
Yeah, I need to make like a few Facebook posts about how I don't normally post about this kind of stuff, and how recognition doesn't mean anything to me, but I do need to take this moment to congratulate myself. I do need to take this moment to thank all of the people in Omaha who have no taste. Anyway.
This is exactly why I'm saying he cares too much. Anyway, thank you for listening. Goodbye, so long, and let the best in Omaha win the awards.
Mm-hmm. Okay.